Hello, welcome to this special reading. This is called The Computer Puppet. Hope you enjoy it. The computer puppet breaks down with technology. You see, every night time when Matilda Flemington tries to relax, she sits down and then watches a bit of YouTube. And she loved to laugh and giggle. And she laughed very loudly. And sometimes not making any sense at all. And Matilda Flemington was treated like a computer puppet by all the technology geeks in her house. And when it stopped for buffering for a while, she magically can hear all the teasing in her head by her brother Casey, who was a very cruel teaser. Man, Matilda was a cruel teaser back to him, but the people stuck in the computer are trying to put the little cool kid to a tease into Matilda's body. Sometimes in life, computers do have problems, but what Matilda Flemington was worried about was these stupid, non-technological people who just, like Facebook, got into his belly saying, "We want to tease you." Now, just because you got a computer doesn't make you a family person, buddy. But don't be shy, buddy. But Matilda said, "Fucking leave me alone. I'm a normie." The non-computer people said, "You are still a computer puppet, buddy. You are still a computer puppet. You don't do what you want to do. You do what the computer wants you to do. And leave us non-computer people on our own forever." You see, the computer people want you to be their little scapegoat. And Matilda said, "I just want to use the computer to watch catch-up, Home and Away and Neighbours, and heaps of YouTube stuff. I post some stuff, and I don't want the non-computer people to put the cool kid to a tease into me either," said Matilda. Matilda screamed at the non-computer people, "Get fucked, you fucking wankers! I might be a chick, but I want never to be a computer puppet, 'cause the world is free and easy to get around if you watch yourself," said Matilda. Yeah. She had a lot of stuff in her mind. But she has no computer powers. And the non-computer people said, "It's just because I am so creative, or she is so creative. I am not getting teased, but I want to show what is on my mind and tell you all my stories. And this cool kid means I used to just sit and watch my family do their stuff." But Matilda said she did some stuff, but she really wanted to get away from those days of being too shy for a family. And her family left her in Mildura in some old-fashioned group house. And Matilda hated it. The only fun she had was writing and sending stories over the internet, whether the family liked them or not. And it wasn't just Matilda's family. It was any website she can get her hands on. Because Matilda didn't have many social skills, because she just had me and me and me, just me. That is all she thought about. But she really wanted everyone to read her stories, because they were good. Then she started to do knitting, and every project she did, she showed it on the internet to teach people or inspire people to how to do things. And she also drew a few pictures and sent those. The thing about Matilda, she did know people aren't stupid. They don't delete it if they think it could be a good read. Everything went well until Matilda went crazy hearing all the voices of her childhood, sending her to heaven to sprout money to the poor on earth. You see, Matilda started with this little line: "If you ever cut the head off my wife's head, I will get you, Matilda." And then came a few other friends saying, "The boogeyman is out to get you, and I'll cut your head off if you don't get reformed." And then little year kids who don't know much about the real world, well, I don't know much about that. You see, I want to get rid of the silly legacy too. People should just help people. No, you are still getting teased, Matilda. You're not like us anymore, Maddie. No way, Jose. Get fucked, mate. I think I might spew. I think I might spew on you, Maddie. Ooh. And then her parents and sister came in her head saying, mental head, you are really a big mental head. And her two best friends, Patricia and Louise, said, "You are like us now, Maddie. We have lights and power for you tonight." And this sounded cool, and Maddie threw all her belongings out the window and tried to get all this back into her head. But all she said when people came in to do her work was, "Ah! Ah!" And her group housemates rang the police, and she went, "Ah! Ah! Ah!" But the police still didn't know what she was trying to say. Then Maddie remembered what she wanted to say in rehearsal, like, the only way to reincarnate is to kill yourself and any other person's sperm for the womb. Only daddies do it any other way. And these policemen said Matilda is sick, and taken her to the HDO, the High Dependency Unit, at Mildura Hospital. And she went straight into the waiting room, saying she is Daniel Morecambe, claiming nobody killed him. He has just come up from the Surfers Paradise Beach after being kidnapped and thrown into the sharks, and he made it. And Matilda every day said she suffered, because in hospital she can only write on crappy paper, which was filthy. And also the bikie took the TV off the wall, and Maddie said, "The whole world thinks I'm a computer puppet. Telling the computer geeks how to improve the world. But I am an artist and a writer. Yeah, I have knitted a few jumpers too. Have a look." And Matilda stayed there for 5 weeks, let out a few hours each day to enjoy her life. And she came back to her group home and went straight back into sending her stories, but being careful about it this time. But her family brought her home to live with them because they didn't like what the house was doing. And Maddie is a hard case, but she still likes sending these stories and drawings because she does know that people are interested, even if the voices are trying to keep her with the computer geeks. But she is more of a fun whiz kid, like me. You see, Matilda was more like me, you see. When I went to the psych ward, I still send, and I am careful. No delusions, no more. I write them out of me. And that's the same with Matilda. Okay, I hope you really enjoyed that. That was a very good story. Okay, goodbye.